Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day and getting ready for Christmas. And I thought I'd read you a quick story. It's a story we've had in our family for a long time. It's called Santa Mouse. Look at Santa Mouse. This book has been around since 1981 in our family, and we've sort of read it here and there. I'm at Aunt Kay and Uncle Jim's house. We're in San Luis Obispo where we had our family reunion, and we're celebrating Mick, who is Mugga's dad. He's having his 80th birthday, so we're here for a big birthday party, and then we'll go back home and get ready for Christmas. But I thought you'd like to see this story. And so I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Is everybody, Lily, can you hear me okay? And Gemma and Parker, can you hear me okay? And, oh my, Laura and Elise and Caleb and Isaac, I hope you're all doing good and you can hear me fine. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and read this fun little story. It was actually given to Tiffany back in 1981, and so I'll go ahead and share it. Once there was a little mouse who didn't know his name. So there was a little mouse that didn't know his name. He lived in a great big house. Look at that big house. And this mouse was the only mouse in the whole house. So he was sort of alone. And so he was a mouse that didn't have a name, and he lived all alone in a very big house. Well, he used to play a game, and look at all the things he did. He pretended all kinds of different things. He played cowboy games, and he pretended he was an Eskimo, and he played with dolls, and he did all kinds of stuff. Look at all the things he's doing. But you know what? When he'd try to reach out and touch all these fun things, they popped like a bubble because they weren't real. He was just daydreaming about them. And so they just sort of vanish. And he was having so many fun thoughts that he enjoyed doing, but they were just thoughts. They weren't real. And so he did a lot of playing, but it was just pretend in his mind. Now, through the year, this little mouse had saved one special thing. And guess what it was? There it is, a piece of cheese. He loved that piece of cheese, and he kept it as a special piece of cheese. And then it said, the kind of cheese that makes an angel want to sing. It was special cheese, and it just made you happy to be around it. I assume you guys like to eat cheese, and this mouse loved cheese, and he was saving up a big, wonderful piece of cheese. He didn't know what he'd do with it, but he was saving it. Then on Christmas Eve, look at this mouse. He got together and he brushed his teeth and he washed his paws. Look at him washing his hands. He was getting all clean, and it was Christmas Eve. Oh my, he thought, my goodness, nobody gives a gift to Santa Claus. There he is. But he's trying to wonder, what do I do about Santa Claus? Poor Santa Claus never seems to get a gift. And here this little mouse didn't have much. He just had pretend friends. But he was thinking about Santa Claus and thought, I ought to get Santa Claus something. Well, he ran to get his pretty cheese. Look at him running. Do you see the little mouse running? And after he found it, he took some chewing gum paper that wraps chewing gum, and he was wrapping up a piece of that cheese. Look at that. He made a little present. Do you see the present he made? And he made it from some chewing gum wrapper that he could put the cheese in. Guess what happened next? He got ready to go to bed. Look at the mouse getting in the bed. And he says, and he climbed into bed, and he started to dream. Do you know what this little mouse dreamed? He dreamed that he was lifted up. Do you see a hand pulling him up? Uh-oh. But when he woke up, he found that he was looking right in Santa Claus's eye. He was looking right at Santa Claus. So now he was awake, and he really was. When he got picked up, he was really getting picked up. He thought it was a dream, but he was really getting picked up. And now he's in Santa's hand, and look at him. He's looking right at Santa Claus. And you know what happened? Santa Claus said some things to him, and he said, "I thank you for my gift," said Santa. He loved the cheese. And he's like, nobody gets me much of a gift. And there was the gift of cheese right there. Do you see it? And he said, "Tell me, what's your name?" And the mouse said, "I don't have any name." That would be sad. All of you have names, but he didn't have a name. "You haven't got a name," said Santa. "That's a shame." Then he said, "You know, I need a helper. Santa Claus gets very busy. I need a helper. And as I travel from house to house, and I will give you a name." So he thought about a name for this little mouse. And he said, "I will call you Santa Mouse." Look at that. He's going to call him Santa Mouse. Look at Santa Claus. Got all the presents and doing that. Well, guess what happened? So here's your beard. Do you see his little beard? And here's your hat. And here's your helper suit you can wear. And guess what? There's even some boots. Do you see the boots? Oh my. You mustn't sneeze and don't you cough. Just put them on and we'll be off. He put on everything. Do you see his beard? And do you see his hat? You see his outfit and his boots? He is Santa Mouse. Oh, and look at this picture. They're going over a house and there's all the reindeer. I bet Rudolph is in there. And look at him going. Guess what it says? "Then over all the rooftops, on a journey with no end, away they went together, Santa with his tiny little friend. And so this Christmas, if you please, beneath the tree that's in your house, your Christmas tree, why don't you leave a piece of cheese?" You know who'll thank you is Santa Claus. So they're saying that this mouse got a name and he's going to be called Santa Mouse, and he's helping Santa all night long with the presents. And he's saying, won't you think of Santa and leave a piece of cheese? Well, that's the story. It's the story of Santa Mouse. Hope you liked it, and I hope you have a great day today and have lots of fun. Papa loves you, and remember, I love you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.